I'm just going to jump right in it. I was extremely happy when Lisa sat there and told Jackie exactly how she felt. No sugarcoating. Yes, Jackie, you are a thirsty all day long. Will was not checking for her, into her. He's always leaning to Lisa. Lisa, what you want? He was doing everything to make her feel comfortable. Jackie, for some reason, she showed up at the house. Aunt Viv, she helped me. How you doing, Will? And Will wasn't even interested. He wasn't pressing her. He was just like, yo, this awkward. Because he's attracted to her, but he's not into her. He is definitely 100% into Lisa. Will made a decision. Not only that, the girl gets a job where Will works at. Jackie, what are you doing? You was fine. Now you're not. So now when Will Smith is talking about promoting his new brand, and he's like, we're going to hand out t-shirts, and he's handing it to Lisa, Jackie comes out of nowhere. I got you. Like, nobody asked you, and nobody was talking to you. Oh, my girls, we gonna represent Will. Like, read the room, sweetie. So finally, thank you. Thank you, Lisa. I love her. Like, I got so much respect for her because I thought she was just gonna be the silent good girl the whole episode. But she said what we were all feeling. Now, you gotta walk that I just want to be friends thing back. She did in the last episode, finally. Because I'm like, this ain't gonna cut it. You clearly love this guy. You can't be acting like that and having this guy walking around talking about we single, which I'm proud of Will because he knew he was. He read the girl. He knew he wasn't single. Anyway, let's get into this episode. There was a lot of like fakes and there was a lot of decent qualities. Let's go to my favorite person to hate, Aunt Viv. I know before y'all call me a hater, the girl is beautiful. I don't like the way they have her acting. We start off with Uncle Phil. She ain't been doing her wifely duties. He's like, listen, can I just get some? It's been since Carlton was in rehab. And I think that was like a month. He said it's been a while, like weeks, but I think Carlton went away for like a month. So he's trying to get it in. And she's like, I'm too busy. And I'm going to get back to her and her busy ass because she pissed me off. I'm sorry. Carlton, he's getting ready to come out of rehab. And he's about to get him some. Of course, Will Smith walks in the door. And the girl's hidden. She just disappeared. Incognito. I'm like, oh, where did the girl go? The family comes in to take Carlton home. I know Carlton is like, listen, I was just about to get me some situation. Anyway, but Will Smith, he goes to the bathroom to get something and he sees the girl. And I love them acting like cousins. Keep it quiet, Will. Amari is the girl's name. I actually like her. She seemed cool, down to earth, but we're going to find out what her issue is. But I like her so far. I ain't going to lie. She tells it like it is in my book, it seems. So they go home. Will just want to make sure everything is good for his cousin Carlton. And I love it. I love their bond. I love it. I like to see that. And I love seeing Black excellence. So he notices there's a lock on the liquor cabinet. And if I was him, I would feel away too. I mean, I understand why it was done. So I get it. But it'd just be like, y'all don't trust me, which they don't. But you know what? Y'all should have just got rid of the liquor or something. Like, just, we don't drink no more. I don't know. But, like, to put a lock on something, it just makes me feel like a weirdo in my own house. And, of course, they take the doors off of his room. FYI, Phil and Viv, if y'all going to start arguing and throwing Carlton's name around while y'all arguing, just know he don't got no doors. He can hear everything y'all screaming about in there. Okay, we're going to keep going. No privacy, no conversations. It's just awkward. I'm just like, yo, put me back at the rehab. We had our own doors in the rehab. We could lock them. Well, I don't know if they could lock them, but they had their own doors in rehab. Put me back there. Privacy. But I think they should have had a conversation with Carlton, like a real one, because he asked to speak to his mom. Viv, this is where, like, I'm disgusted with Aunt Viv. I don't even want to call her aunt, just Viv. Carlton is like, Mom, now you are this boy's mother. Can I please talk to you for a few minutes? Oh, I'm busy. Hold up, miss. Your son just got out of rehab. And you remember last episode, last season, or the season before last, when your husband was running for office and he spent more time with his family than she is. And she was like, oh no, Phil, we need you home. You got to give this up because I got to be my own independent woman, married woman. But she likes to play that independent, strong black woman by herself, single thing. You're married, Aunt Biv. You are married. So, yeah, she made him quit 2 seasons ago. So she's running around. You can't even have a conversation with your son that just got out of rehab. But you're running around judging and telling his girl that he can actually relate to and have a conversation because mama don't want to have a conversation with him. And she's like, I'm busy. Oh, by the way, you disappointed me and I can't trust you and I don't know what I did wrong. And she storms out because she's too busy and she don't want to have a conversation, but she told him enough that she's like sick and tired of him. Way to go. I told you I don't like this woman. I don't like the way she acts sometimes. It's just, I guess, narcissist. It's just all about her. Oh, and her raspy voice. It's just, I can't do it. It's sickening. It's freaking sickening. But Viv, I know somebody that wants your whole family. So you want to be the single woman? Because you hanging out with these girls at the job talking about single. I'm single. Like, yes, they can teach you how to be single if that is what you want. You do have black, successful, attractive, because he ain't the old Uncle Phil. This Uncle Phil is fine. You are too. But in reality, it's like there's more women than men and there are more single women than men. And he actually loves you. He wants to be with you. He respects you and all of that stuff. So, okay. All right. I'm just saying, food for thought. Will is having a good old time at the country club. He is like a regular. And I like it. But he's running behind some business guru. And I think this is a fake storyline because I can give you the closing to the storyline in 2 seconds. The guy that he's trying to impress, he got the tattoos on his neck talking about Southside. Okay, guy, we know you came from the hood. We get it. Will is bigging him up to be this big guy, but come on. Honestly, your uncle built a whole business from scratch. Hey, Uncle Phil, I want to be a business guy. Sure. Can I come with you to work? Can I figure out how you run a business? Sure. Nepotism actually works. Why he wants to give up basketball for the life of me? He's good at it because he trained for it. So he's just like, oh, let me throw all of this hard work away in the garbage. And I don't think I want to be a basketball player no more. Now, I understand why he did it because he got his father sitting there talking about, I was a basketball player. So I guess he's trying to disassociate himself from his father. He wants to be nothing like him. But Will has passion for basketball. So at the end of the day, you have to do what you're passionate about. So he drops that because he wants to be a businessman, which is fine too. His father should have never told him that his way out is not anything else other than basketball. That was very ignorant. But with a grain of salt, Will, your father don't know better. You're around Uncle Phil and all of these people. You have seen black excellence. It is not just about sports. So, and plus, in reality, you have a better chance on making it if you open your own business and do stuff rather than be one of the basketball players. Honestly, it's like an even odds with winning the lottery. Not better than, they're both, pretty hard. The conversation that Will Smith had with his father, it was actually very sad. Will picked at his father for working and, the father picked at Will for living with Uncle Phil. And it's like, okay, guys, y'all gotta stop tearing each other down. The fact that Will Smith's father thought enough of him to come back and stay in a town that he does not know and want to better himself for his son, I commend that. For everything his father Lou is, I commend that. Will, you were wrong for tearing that man down for that. And yes, he is doing it on his own. He's not asking for a handout because he feels like that is the manly thing to do. And who's he gonna ask? Let's cut it out. Will is still a kid. Like, this is the what is that? The black curse? Oh, well, I struggled, you struggled. No. Because a lot of successful people use nepotism and they use their connections and contacts. Will has an advantage. He has an edge. It is okay to use it. You got Peter and Paul and everybody and Cindy and Mindy using their connections. Let them use his connections. It's okay. It's okay. Ashley been pouting the whole episode for no reason. Like, she has no claim right now. Oh, my family looks happy. Well, they really pretty much were. It's not like they were smiling for the for the photos and then Uncle Phil and Viv is like, I hate you. You know, they were actually enjoying their moment. And Ashley's just so over it. She's just over everything. Somebody get that girl in therapy. She wants to be upset. At what? I don't know. She should be upset at trying to be a rapper. She completely sucks. I don't know what she's doing. But Ashley wants to be a rapper. She's minding everybody else's business, but her own. You could create your own business. We're going to jump to Jazz and Hillary real quick. Hillary seemed like she got the perfect relationship. Now, if anybody's being a little bit phony, it might be Hillary, sorta, because she just jumped into the frying pan. She is dating this guy, and it looks nice because, you know, he's a football player on the private jets and enjoying themselves. Mind you, he was like, oh, we could do it first. I could make you a part of Mile High Club. And she's like, this ain't my first time. We ain't need you to mumble that under your breath, sweetie. So we know Hillary be getting it in on private jets. Okay. Anyway, then you got Jazz coming to the party because you know he wasn't going to walk in Hillary's dad's party empty-handed. Yes, you had to bring a date, Jazz. He showed up and showed out as he should have been. I like Jazz, actually. He came in. He don't want no handouts. He got a business going on, and he's telling Hillary, you know, you run when it gets complicated, which I guess she did. Feelings was involved, and she did. She ran to this guy. Maybe it was easier. Maybe it wasn't. But after Jazz tells her about herself, she decides she's going to make her announcement that she is engaged and she's going to get married. One episode later, she's lip locking with Jazz. Now Ashley, not minding her business, tells Hillary, oh, if you don't tell your man, I am going to tell him. And it's like, yo, Ashley, mind your business. Now, I am all for the truth. However, Hillary, if you are trying to marry this guy and you are not trying to be with Jazz for real, keep your damn mouth shut. I don't even know why she kissed him. Okay, we know she's in love with him. So that would be the reason you got to tell your man, because you love Jazz over here. Now, if you did not love Jazz, you don't open your mouth. You know why? Because what kind of marriage are you going to have and this man don't trust you at all? Every second. Like, it's already done. You might as well just not get married. So Ashley, mind your business. You in adult conversations. Look at me being that old auntie. Jeffrey is in the house. I like the first Jeffrey, season 1. I don't like this one. I liked the season 1 where he took care of business. He was scary and I loved it. It seemed like he was the protector. He knew everything going on all the time. Now, I guess they're humanizing him, which, okay, they gave him a storyline, but that other season was everything, where I think Jeffrey took somebody out that first season, you know? So now he got his badass son up here. I do not like his son at all. He's sneaky. Will Smith knows that he's sneaky. They decide to bring him along to this car show. And Frederick is running around making bets and everything else. And Jazz is showing up because he's going to sell his car. All of a sudden, they come up with a big idea, Will and Carlton. Let's do a car race. Now, this is where I got to call BS, because if you never raced a car, I doubt you're going to win, and you don't even know where you're going. This was fake. I don't know what else to say. They won. I was surprised. I for real thought they were going to lose. And I'm like, please don't do it again, because that was foolishness. But this is what I guess they do in Bel-Air. I know, because I know they do it around my house. It is a mess. It's loud. I remember one time I was coming home from work. I used to come home like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever. And these kids, they are blocking the freeway because they got to get their race on. So when they're getting their race on, no cars got to go past them. So it's a group of them. They block it all off. I be like, y'all guys, can y'all please hurry up? Of course, they have the women there and everything there. Everything's all fun. I mean, that's what kids do. When I was young, I thought that was cute. I ain't gonna lie. So, see, I'm admitting I'm growing. Look, I'm admitting it was fun. That was a fun night. It is actually really dangerous. But when you're a certain age, you don't fear none of that. You think stuff can't happen to you until it does. So anyway, just be careful, everybody. Frederick owes money because Frederick took a bet and he lost. And Frederick does not give this guy back his money. I'm like, that's disgusting. It's like, come on. If you're going to make a bet with somebody, at least pay up or something because you expect them to pay up. Don't get that. It's just nasty. I want something to happen to him. Will and Carlton, you do have to tell Jeffrey. I don't care. Like, even if he got to tell about the drag race, because you are inviting this idiot in your house and you got him looking through files and stuff. Nah. Y'all got to tell. Sorry. Y'all have no loyalty to this guy. Y'all want him out your house. Kick rocks. Back to Aunt Viv. Now, Uncle Phil, you should have told Viv what happened as soon as your coworker, that female, I forgot her name. As soon as she started acting up about that kiss, and Viv was like, she acting different. Dude, you should have fessed up because she was not prepared to hold water. And I think she wanted Viv to know. Because I'm telling you, Viv, she's after your man. While you want to sit here and get mad and all of this stuff, she's definitely after you. She wanted you to know. Mind you, Phil ignored her. He's not around her. He's just doing what he got to do. And she is so bent out of shape over this accidental kiss that they did. And I would have been like, yo, we are done. But as a woman, if I have to hear what my man did from another woman, it's a problem. Like, it's even bigger than it was. And it was a problem already. But that supersedes the fact that you didn't tell her. So she has grounds to be pissed. But she was pissed before she knew. Aunt Viv, it's been 3 episodes already. You still ain't give up that box yet to Phil? I'm just saying. Like, you too busy. Okay. I think Viv wants to be single. I really do. You know, she talking about she too busy for that family. I think she don't want it no more. I'm just saying. It's too much. It's too much for her. And I'm not saying you can't have it all and stuff like that. But I'm saying, like, yo, one day, like, your son out of rehab and he just needs a conversation from his mother. Phil, like, a month? Can you get it in real quick? Like, one time at least? That's overly busy. Like, that's... So, yeah, the girl at the office is acting all kind of shady to Viv. And I think she did that on purpose because she knew Viv was going to come to her eventually or something like that. And she's not even speaking to Phil because Phil don't want nothing to do with her. He is chilling. He is working. He's trying to get his family. He's trying to be up under his wife. She don't want to be up under him. So now Viv is like thinking about this all the time because she knows she ain't taking care of responsibilities at home anyway. So she's just like, something's up. She tells Jeffrey and Jeffrey tells Phil, like, listen, I think you need to take clients outside of old girl. And Phil's like, you know what? I'm going to do that. That's what I'm saying. He's a very reasonable guy. He's like, all right, I'll do that. That's no problem. So, you know, he goes to see this. I think it's a project that's about to be built. And I think it's supposed to be in a nice neighborhood and they don't want the projects there. So I can see where the season is going. I think Phil is going to take this case and we're going to see how crazy it's going to get. Hillary's about to go tell LaMarcus that she accidentally or on purpose kissed Jazz after the game. LaMarcus doesn't make it after the game. He falls out. I don't know. Somebody hit him. He might have a concussion. So this might be the reason that Hillary and Jazz have for separation because it's probably like, oh, I can't leave him now. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on it because I know I could be a little harsh on certain people. You know, Ashley rapping, can't rap. And your girl Viv. Jackie definitely needs to go. But anyway, it's your girl AminaSeenIt. I love you. And like, subscribe. But yo, let's definitely chat down below.